Men, welcome back to another episode of There's Always Next Week Fantasy Football Podcast, Week 4. Great week, man. Great matchups, great podcast. We had two matchups where someone was within striking distance going into Monday night. We had the battle for Bryce Young, which ended up being nothing but what you would expect from two teams battling out for the first overall pick. Great week. Thanks to Ty and Drew for coming on the podcast. Like I said, it was a great podcast, probably one of the better ones we've ever done. Drew made a whole PowerPoint, really going above and beyond, being the ideal league mate, helping the commission out. Week 5, man, it's going to be good. I think we're topping this week with the 10-1 upset. I'm talking to DraftKings, got him on the line right now, getting that plus 800 boost. Lock it in. Throw the house on it. Whatever limit they give you, throw it on there. We got a good week, fellas, so let's get right into it.
All right, gentlemen, welcome back. Another episode, week 4 completed. What a week. We had two matches coming in, ending on Monday. One of them, the ending was an upset going into Monday. We had a game that was tied for about an hour, had to get some sleeper league officials in. We had some bold statements, false accusations, some hurt feelings. It was a good week. I think it was a fun week for sure. Probably the best one yet.
I agree.
Yep, solid week. I spent a lot of time on my phone this week.
Screen time was up. I think I was up 24% this week.
I mean, when people are coming for your head, you gotta.
Yeah, there was some serious question about the commissioner this week. Like people
that
thought
was so fucked. I was trying to prove myself.
Just really did something because I mean you got to think of it though. 0.04. I mean, you don't think that's fishy? It was super sketch.
But I mean, I woke up and just immediately had motherfuckers coming for my head. Like they were trying to remove me of my commissioner position over this.
They were.
And you were the one who found out the reason. Because I said, I was like, it had to have been a passing guard because that's like the point for 1 yard of passing.
So it was funny because
Fields or Kirk.
I saw the score right away. I'm like, there's no way. So I went on ESPN. I had sleeper up. I started going on each player's score to check. It's the same on ESPN. I'm going to ESPN. I'm going back. Then I get finally down to Justin Fields and it says 175.
He was like
to
the
174.
Last one too.
Van Epp sent me a text like, hey, go check out your other sleeper league and see what.
Dude, I would never do that. I couldn't even do that. You had to wait till the week's over to even change the scores. And you guys would get notified in league chat.
That was just crazy. I had to be the only one in the world that 1 yard mattered.
100%. That was nuts. I wonder if someone like working there like needed the 0.042 and so he like changed it thinking no one would notice.
I tweeted them and they changed it instantly and they liked it.
It was nuts. The moment I got your notification, I checked sleeper and it was fucking fixed.
This is what the tweet that was hilarious, dude. They got on it right.
Literally immediately, dude. I don't know if that was just coincidence or if they were like fucking
incredible.
What we might as well just start the recap there.
Absolutely.
First game of the week. Just a shit matchup. This is the second week in a row I've now just had to come on here and clown my own team because they haven't done shit. I made a big trade for Najee, didn't do shit.
Yep.
Team's looking rough.
I do think Najee comes around.
I do too. It's still just.
I'm looking rough, but I expected it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you traded away a lot of your big players, big names, but I don't know if you like that Kamara trade and stuff. You could say was big, but if you wouldn't have done that, like he's a fucking bum right now. Reed still had him in his lineup when he wasn't even playing.
I like what I got compared to what I had at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. I got picks. I got Reed's pick, which easily could be a top 3 pick this year.
Dude,
my pick
Reed's
itself is going to be top 3. Reed's team's falling apart. It's looking great for me. I didn't mean to rob him like that with Conklin, but it's business.
Business as
he
usual.
Could have went and picked up Mo Alley Cox or somebody like that and said he wanted Tyler Conklin. I don't know, but we'll take it.
That was the worst trade I've ever seen in this league.
Maybe we have seen a Garrett Wilson team trade, so
that wasn't nearly as bad.
We all saw that. It was pretty bad. This is the blockbuster right here.
You took Reed's entire future for the next 2 years for Tyler Conklin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
the league
that's a
chat was
statement out of
cool,
Brett
too.
right there.
Tonka might lose. Man, that's now
Absolute
owns the
blockbuster.
league. Wow, I crowned you after that.
Yes,
You
he
grabbed
did.
it so hard.
I might not own it yet, but very soon, this will be mine.
Reed told me he had instant regret, like when he saw the messages going, and like I was texting him outside of the chat, and he was like, "Dude, I couldn't believe what I did." It like once everyone was saying it, he was like
Yeah,
instant
and
regret.
I would have thought he would have at least asked for one of my other second rounders.
Did
like
you?
Brett's
Did he
or Reed.
propose that?
No, I did. So
Oh,
I thought he would have. I thought he would have at least countered it with, because my second round pick is going to be dog shit. It's going to be like 20th to you know what I mean, 22nd.
no, it's a linear draft.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. So that's actually good. That's why I wanted it so bad in my trade with Najee, because I think it's going to be like probably top 3 in the second round too.
So I didn't know that actually then.
Yeah.
I had no clue about that. I just
Yeah.
thought it was the same like a snake draft, you know what I mean?
No,
But
yeah.
still, so I guess that kind of makes it better for Reed. It'll be a probably
Yeah,
a
it
10 to
definitely does.
13
But
pick,
the problem is his team's still, I mean, it's not looking great. But he could also turn around. Kamara could come back and start balling
Absolutely.
a little bit. Like he has fucking Jalen Hurts, who's like the best fantasy quarterback, or at least
I
top
think
3.
he does come around eventually, but it's just tough to start off 1-3 and have hope for the rest of your season.
All right, let's get on to the next one here. We'll go Edge and Mickey. This was a fucking. I thought Edge had this in the bag. Going into Monday, I was like, no way, Kittle doesn't drop like, I don't know, like in the ballpark of 10, and then like A-Rob. I didn't expect much out of A-Rob, but like that's all he needed was Kittle to get 10, and he straight up ghost. He's a fucking left tackle out there.
I gotta say, I'm glad I got rid of Allen Robinson. I loved him coming in, and I'll be the first to admit I thought he was a steal of the draft.
You did. Those exact words came out multiple times.
Yep.
Dude, the only 2 reliable Rams are Cup and Higbee right now. Like Stafford's not reliable, but like Stafford can have a bad game and Cup's still getting 30.
I think Higbee's pretty reliable, but I definitely like he's not.
Dude, he gets a fair amount of the target share though.
Yeah, I mean Cup definitely though. Like Cup's gonna put up 20 plus every night, just out of volume alone. He didn't even score a touchdown. He had like 30.
Yeah.
But I mean, even though Edge lost, his team made a statement.
Oh yeah, I mean he scored the second.
Eckler's officially back.
Yeah, Magic Mike coming in. Magic Mike had a hell of a game. What do you have? 2 touchdowns? Yeah.
Eckler's officially
yards,
back. Mike Evans officially back. Chubb's still here. Jamar Chase will be back. I don't like the Rashad Bateman. I know you guys are high on him. Well, I don't think Drew's too high on him, but
I mean I traded him.
Is Eckler back?
Eckler's officially back.
I mean, you can't really
35 bomb?
I think it was 34, but
he had 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's insane. Yeah.
He didn't have any touchdowns coming
back
into the week, and then he does that.
Dude, that's why I don't know if that's the reason or if it's just been low scoring league, but the running back position in general this year has just been dog shit.
Yeah. But I think it was questionable starting Bateman against the Buffalo defense like that. A lot of better options on the bench. He's got great depth, but either way, that was just a battle.
Man, you're actually right. Oh well, he believed in A-Rob. He had just traded for him. He had to start A-Rob too.
Yeah.
All right. Blair versus Rocco. This was actually a closer match than I thought. I thought Blair was like blowing him out most of the day or most of the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But Rocco's team just did not show up.
It really shouldn't have even been that close. Fournette got a lot of garbage points. He only had receptions and that that touchdown at the end.
Yeah, agreed. I had a bet on him, and he ended up with negative rushing yards, and I took his over rushing yards because I'm a fucking idiot.
But even the great teams are due for an off week like that.
Yeah, true. I definitely think Rocco's up there. I did have to bump him down a bit in the rankings.
Dude, for Rocco right now, that's a loss to Brett and Blair, who are respectively in most polls 9 and 10 in the league. So Rocco is taking some. He's taking
bad L's.
He's taking some catastrophic L's.
And I just missed beating him too.
That sucks for him because like wins are going to start getting tough. Like if you got
Gotta
a
win
couple
games.
guys down and you
Like
need wins into the end of the season, these are your easy wins. These are when you're supposed to be winning. So if you have to beat fucking Drew or Edge down the stretch to get into the playoffs or whatever it is, that fucking sucks.
I mean,
I lost to him by 7 points, and Montgomery got hurt on like the first drive too.
the
And
5
I had a
weeks are
chance.
coming up too, so it's
Bye
like
weeks are coming.
Yep.
winter
Those are going to
is
haunt
coming.
me.
Winter is
'cause-
coming. Bye weeks are coming.
Damn right. Quiet in the realm.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Shout out.
No,
Bye
Will,
weeks are going to fuck me. I didn't pay attention to bye weeks one bit when I was drafting. Literally didn't care about bye weeks.
when you start 3 LA Rams, you start to pay attention to it. Brett has that game circled. He's so excited to play me. Brett has going where he's gonna win his next 3 games. He's got who's he got? He's got Reed, Van Epps, and then me. He
boy.
keeps telling me that he's gonna win the next 3.
What would that put him at? 5-2. Damn, he'd
yeah.
probably be like top 4 in the league.
Yeah.
Be
We'll see what
probably
happens
first in
after
his
me.
division.
I mean, when the Rams play or don't play, I'm gonna be toast. Like that's
Yeah. What about Brett's matchup against Lando? Brett kind of got shit on this week, but Javante did go down and literally tear it. That's such a bad thing
Javonte-
for
Tough
Brett.
loss.
Javonte
So
goes
he was his
down.
first rounder, right?
Yeah.
It's always tough
One-
losing your first rounder that early.
Sucks, dude. At least he's young and like
Yeah,
I don't know. If I was Brett, I wouldn't be trading him away for pennies right now. Like
no.
you spent a first rounder on him, you might as well fucking keep him. Unless
He'll
someone's
never
giving
be
you a
the same.
crazy.
He'll never be the same.
That is bad, dude. The ACL and the LCL, like
Dude,
fuck,
running backs get washed like so quick and we don't even realize it. Like they're dudes like look at like Todd Gurley, dude. Like the guy just got
Yeah.
horse and it's just gone now.
It's kind of how I feel about JT. I mean, I don't think
That's
it's
how I
all
feel
his
about
fault,
Kamara.
but
That's how I feel about Kamara.
yeah.
Can we
Dude,
talk
once you
about
start
Brett
hitting
and
that 26, 28 range?
Yeah.
you're falling
having
off.
Clyde produce like this? With
Yeah.
50
Insane.
snaps?
I feel like it's like bought time almost because like
It's
it's like a lot of empty points, if that makes sense. Like
no, I agree. I think it's very situational. Like if he doesn't score these touchdowns or whatever, like he had 2 touchdowns and he only had 22 points. Like,
yeah. Brett's got all the Chiefs running backs. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna get them all. Split carries, like it's like probably annoying, but
it's not a
Pacheco,
bad
I think-
idea though.
Pachio's looking pretty good though.
Lando's
He's
gonna
looking
start
a
racking up
beast.
some wins, I think. He's
Oops.
he got his first win in the book. I think he's gonna start piling some up. He's got Blair this week. Should be another win.
Oh yeah.
I think Landon's gonna start making a statement. He's got Schiss after that.
Yeah, I said in the chat, fucking Lando's like just quietly sitting there in second overall points for, and yeah, it's 1 and 3. Like that's fucking insane. He has the most points against by far. Last matchup was Drew versus Reed. Not really to say here. Reed's a bum. Couldn't even put in active players. Sleeping through his alarms.
That was vintage. You know, it's always a good week in fantasy football when you win the game by the time Thursday night football is over. Like Thursday night football is over, and I
Yeah.
was like, I won. And then Reed
He hadn't even not taken out Kamara at that point. Like Kamara was still kind of like maybe playing. Wow.
Yeah. Oh well, I mean,
Tua got killed. Like
Cordero's done.
yeah, he's on IR now too.
Two was
Fuck.
done for a bit.
things can't get worse for Reed. It's a sad day. It's a bad day for
That's
Reed.
why that trade, like that Conklin trade, like that's just a cherry on top of it all. Because now he's gonna suck, and he's gonna be relying on Edge to suck too. Because that's the pick I traded him, and I think he might even have yours pick too, Drew.
Yeah.
But like
He's
that's
got Antonio Gibson on the bench, but we all know who's coming.
Oh yeah,
Brian Robinson is going to make a statement in this league.
He will.
I cannot wait for it.
Former Crimson Tide ready to make an instant chop.
It's a straight saving product, straight out of the
Bama
lab.
product.
Bama.
Bama boy.
All right, let's get into trending up, trending down here. I guess I'll lead it off. I'm at the 101 here. My trending up is Lando. Like I just said, he has the second most points for. He finally got his first win. Sometimes fantasy football is streaky. I won my first 3 last year, then I lost 5 in a row, and then I won out. So it's definitely streaky. So
Very streaky.
Lando trending up. Trending down is Rocco. Rocco's been my he's been my champ lately. But like we were just talking about, he's taken some bad L's to some bad teams. So it's not a good look, Rocco. It's not a good look. Trending down, Rocco.
All right, Van Mid.
I'm up.
Yep.
I got a couple for trending up. First one is Landon. We just went over it. Dude's gonna make a statement. Next one, it's got to be Dylan. 204. With Jonathan Taylor just being complete ass so far this year, and I want him still so bad.
Have you been trying to buy him at all?
A little bit, yeah.
Dude,
Definitely have.
Those two send each other monster trades.
The only thing that kind of worries me with Dylan's team is his depth. He's got AJ Dillon on the bench, but really that's really about it.
Quarterback too.
Got Dak coming back, but who knows?
Dylan loves his RB2s. I don't know. I still think Dylan's team's a fraud. Yeah. Definitely not a championship.
I do bad things
team.
for Drake London.
Wow.
Drake London. Yeah. Sometimes that Atlanta offense just looks so bad though. Like Kyle Pitts is seeing that too. Like those bad offenses can put you in a tough spot.
Arthur Smith is my worst enemy.
Yeah.
Trending down, I also have Rocco. I have Brett. Brett's he's in a hole, man. Feel bad for the kid. Gave him Devontae Smith at his highest point. Dude's wide receiver 3 on the team. He's got James Conner. Not a big fan of him. But yeah, he's a running back factory. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not a big fan of his team. And then last one, trending down, I have unfortunately Tyler Schisler. I would say as well that Reed's trending down, but we all know he's already down.
Yeah, Reed's buried. He's not even down.
Reed's passed down. He's within the earth.
No, I'll definitely accept the trending down. I could put myself down there too. It's been a couple bad weeks strung together, which is never a good sign. If you're consistently bad, you're probably just bad. So hoping my pick's at least gonna be high and I can get Bryce Young. Still gonna try to get some dubs though this year.
The battle for Bryce moves.
Battle for Bryce Young.
Yeah, I thought it was. Before I get into this, I thought it was interesting that like Van Epps, you wanted to win, but I know that you're also tanking. But you wanted,
yeah,
you wanted that.
It was a win-win for me. The last thing I wanted to do though was tie. Like if we would have tied somehow there, it would have been awful. Like that's the last thing I wanted to do. Either give me the loss or just give me my first win in the season.
Yeah,
simple as that.
All right. Well, trending up, we got Mickey. I got a slide for Mickey coming up. And trending down, the other Jaime, it is what it is. Lost to Blair. It's not a good look.
That's also probably our matchup of the week this week is going to be the Jaime Bro matchup.
It's got to be, right?
I think so. We'll put the poll out, but we'll see what the people say. That's my vote.
This is a great slide right here.
But Dylan, he puts on the mask and joins the 200 club with Edge also. So shout out Edge. Shout out me. 200-point club grows to 3 people. So
didn't Lando get 200 or no?
I don't think so. But as you can see here, 200-point club, number 2 ranking in Schisler's rankings, embarrasses the commissioner all week. Odell might be running it back, and he almost got Devontae.
Can we hear about that last part right there? So what all happened in that?
So Dylan really wanted Devontae Adams, and I don't really have a ton of interest in dealing one of my best players, but I was like, all right, and at this time I was super high on Trevor Lawrence, super high on Christian Kirk. Last week humbled me a little bit with them, but
yeah,
I was like, get me Kirk. And then he was offering me Marquise Brown, couple other players too. I was getting a pretty decent haul. I think I told you about it, Schisler.
Yeah, I think it was let me see.
Oh, AJ Dillon, Marquise Brown, Ken Walker, and like a pick.
Yeah.
And Christian Kirk for Devontae Adams. But Reed got stingy, and I don't know.
What was Reed getting back for it?
We were trying.
Reed actually was not a bad trade. Dylan at one point offered him a first and
Dylan was given a bag.
and like
out,
Juju was in the deal at some point for
And I mean, Kirk's at his high point.
Oh, for sure.
Right,
I told
now
him to
the
take
thing
it.
is,
I literally told him to take it. I was like, dude,
Reed
that's
is
not a
so
bad deal.
like he doesn't know what to do with trades right now. He doesn't know if he's
No.
getting scammed. He doesn't know if it's a good trade for him. He just doesn't know what to do. So
I mean,
I don't.
he's a little
I don't
puppy in
see-
every aspect. He's just
I don't see him making another trade this year, and I really do believe that.
No, he's got to trade. If he wants to be competitive, he's got to trade because right now he has depth. Who knows if he'll have depth by the end of the year? I'd be trying to sell hard right now and quit fucking going belly up and just letting people win and starting some active players probably help too.
Yeah, that would help.
You got any more slides here?
Yeah.
I love the Reed trade one.
It's a good slide. I spent some time on it.
You got some good PowerPoint skills there, Joe.
Appreciate it, but this is kind of just a segment I figured I'd stem off on myself of what I thought was the sleepiest week in waiver wire history.
Horrible.
Because
Yeah.
we all are pretty competitive in here, and only 4 guys total
This is
participate.
$1,000
Yeah,
league for years to come.
and I'm like, I'm bare bones dry on my bench, and you guys are just letting me snag pretty 2 decent receivers. That's just
That's poor.
It
yeah.
is.
I made a
Ty and
mistake
I were
taking
both
Richie
on there.
James.
Dude,
That-
I wanted Richie James too though. So I can't even blame you there. He's like was the Giants like number 1 receiver all year until last week.
So Zay Jones hasn't even played for me yet because he was hurt last week, but I might give him the nod this week.
Definitely the depth you needed.
Yeah. Kind of regret not taking him. I took Cole Kmet first. I thought he might get snatched up.
I got
That's
this.
not a bad pick.
Magic Mike. But anyways, should we get into like boom and bust and stuff
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
okay.
Drew, why don't you lead us off? Who's your booms?
Give me one sec here. So
Okay.
for boom, I got CMC. I got Jared Goff. Never thought I'd be saying that ever, but the guy leads the best offense in the league. So yeah,
QB1.
Cooper Kupp, and I got Damian Pierce on here. He's now RB14. So he's
Damian Pierce did make a statement.
Absolutely. Past 2 weeks have been good.
yeah. Maybe Brett will start him this week. Probably not.
Rex Burkhead didn't even get a handoff.
Damn.
Yeah,
He's
he's
old.
done.
He's probably got some bad
Um,
joints.
And then for bust, I got JT. Good old. I think you got 3 points.
Yeah,
Christian
20
Kirk-
carries, 20 carries and 3 points. It's
Christian
bad.
Kirk, shout out Reed. And Matt Stafford, he's just he's a liability for me.
His
And
elbows cooked, man.
I don't think I've realized how bad he's doing because I've been like comfortably winning, but I just looked and he gets like 6 to 8 points a game.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, come on.
He's like Justin Fields territory. He's like QB 29, I think.
Dude,
Justin Fields is actually QB 33.
I'm thinking
somehow.
about starting Geno, dude. Getting to that point. I really should have started him against the Lions, but
Yeah, he balled last week.
I did start Penny though. That was a good coaching move.
Yeah, that was definitely a good coaching move.
And then,
Oh man, I can't wait for Ramondre Stevenson versus the Lions this week.
oh, dude, the running backs.
I actually already bet on the Pats. I think
that Zappy kid is just gonna light the Lions up. It's gonna be hilarious. I might pick him up and play him this week. But anyways, I'll just keep going so we all can go at once. We're doing something called like the favorite dog and the favorite this week. So my favorite dog is Van Epps versus Edge. I think Van Epps, he's projected in the 160s this week. He might make a statement. He's got a little momentum after that .04 win with that Chris Godwin shovel
be
pass.
big time.
Absolutely. I
And
love
then-
my matchups this week.
And then my favorite, it's got to be me, man. I
No.
don't know.
I mean, I'll tell you my favorite dog right now. I think I'm gonna beat the shit out of Drew's team this week. Commission's coming for
All
revenge. 2 down weeks. Got some good matchups finally. The team's gonna ball this week. I'm not gonna lie. Drew's in for it. He's probably gonna have a midweek, and I'm probably joining the 200 club this week.
Dude, I don't even look at my matchups.
All I'm seeing is green. That's all I care about. When I go on there, usually sleeper's red for me. It was all green for this week. So 200 plus beating Drew this week.
Nah, but whatever, bro.
Gonna happen. You're gonna pick the wrong flex. You're gonna start Zay Jones, put up like a solid 2.4 for you. Not worried in the slightest. Dotson's
My
out.
turn.
Yep, go ahead.
All right. So, boom. Got to go with Austin Eckler. 0 touchdowns coming in the week. Finally gets a touchdown on the board. Ends up putting up 30. 34, I should say. Another one. It's got to be Brees Hall. This kid is going to live up to the pick that I made in this draft. His snap percentage is only going up.
He's him.
His fantasy points are only going up. His
That's
targets are only going up. Zach Wilson just came back this week. I love seeing all those targets to him from Zach. He got his touchdown on the board. He's going to have some momentum going now. I just love the kid, Brees Hall. Another one is Hawk. With these injuries that the Lions have, Hawkinson's going to ball out with how Goff's playing. So, big fan of Hawk this year. Bust, unfortunately, I got to go with Kyle Pitts. I hate saying that. It hurts me to say it, but Arthur Smith, the bum. Just it's tough to see. His snap
Took him
percentage
high,
is going
too.
down. Took him high. Thing is, he's 21 years old, so I got time, but not looking great. I would have loved to have Mark Andrews right now. I will say that.
Yeah.
Another bust, former player of mine, Allen Robinson. Either Stafford's racist or Allen Robinson's just a bum now. Every time he catches the ball, he falls instantly. His knees are done. He can't get off the line. He's cooked. Another bust that I mentioned earlier, Rashad Bateman.
Bust.
Not high on this guy. He's young, but he's a deep threat option. That's it. And then what was this segment? Are we doing?
Do your favorite and your dog too.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go with so I have Reed as a dog this week versus Brett. Reed's not gonna win a lot of games this year, but he is gonna beat Brett. Sorry
Wow.
to say that, Brett, but
Really down on Brett's team.
I'm just not a big fan of it. He just lost his running back one. Keenan Allen will be back soon, right?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Keenan, yeah, should be back. Devontae Smith, just not high enough on him. Just not a big fan of Brett's team this year. So I think Reed takes it this week as a dog. Favorite I like is Lando. Lando's gonna get it done versus Blair. That's probably my lock of the week. We've been all over Lando so far. So that's what I got.
Yeah, nice. I like it. My trending up or not trending up. Fuck my boom. I also had Hawk. I think you said Eckler. I have Eckler too. It's good to finally see him do something. And then I got JJ. Had a couple weeks slump there. Was getting kind of nervous. Had a little regression year, but proved me wrong once again. He's still a stud.
Showed up
Trending
versus Saints.
Yeah, dude. Which Lattimore on you? Like that was a tough
I didn't
matchup.
think. Yeah, exactly.
Okuda owns him, but fucking Lattimore doesn't apparently.
I think DK might have been right about Okuda and the safety over the top, but
Yo,
go
he
on.
definitely was, but still, we'll give the credit to Okuda.
Yeah.
Make us feel a little better. JT for my bust. Like I said earlier, 20 carries. He had like 3 points. Like that's just horrible. He had a fumble. Just hasn't been a good year for him. Hasn't been a good year for the Colts in general. Devontae Smith, we've kind of been touching on that. He's not the number one out there. He'll probably have a couple weeks where he'll put up some good numbers, but a lot of receivers do that. So not super high on him. And then I actually also had Andrews. Andrews only put up like 3 points this week. I just had a lot of guys that did not not do what they were supposed to. Andrews he'll make up for it next week against Drew, which is my dog, of course, myself. And then my favorite, I'm a big primetime guy. I'm gonna go with the match of the week. I'm picking Rocco as the favorite over Dylan. He's my Jaime bro for the week. Those are my
Good choices.
That's a statement.
All right, fellas. That's all I got. You got any more takes? Anything? Anyone you want to call out?
Let's see. Do I want to call out anyone yet? How many people make the playoffs?
6. So you actually have a good shot at making the playoffs.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I do have a shot at making the playoffs, whether Brett likes it or not, whether Drew likes it or not.
I like it, dude. I'm Team Van Up. I'm Team Van Up.
Appreciate that. I like what I'm doing with my team. I don't know. I like it being young like this because I think we're gonna have this league for a long time to come. So getting these picks and possibly getting Bryce Young, Justin Herbert, guys like that, solidifying the young squad. I'm pretty confident in it. But if I don't make the playoffs this year, it's all good. I'd rather, like I said before, finish last and finish 7th. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
6th, 5th.
It's kind of a unique spot you're in because like if you win, like that's pretty sick. But if you lose,
It's whatever.
But
yeah, I mean, I'm kind of the same way. Like, I don't really expect to win this year. I think my team's solid, but I think I got Najee, I got JJ, my rapist, Deshaun Watson. He's only like 26 years old. Mark Andrews is only around there. So I got some young guys. ETN, James Robinson are both young. I got some guys to build around. I like my squad. I'm kind of doing the same thing.
Drew, you better hang on to Lazard with all you fucking got, brother.
what do you mean?
Because you need him. You need your depth.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
need.
If you let go of any more depth, you're done.
I'm not
It's as
trading
simple as that.
anymore, dude. Like I'm like content, honestly. If I
Yeah.
could, I honestly wouldn't mind shipping Juju for someone of like age, but it's not like I'd be getting older. So I like where
It's
I'm
hard
at.
to get older where you're at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not trading anymore. Like I'm just riding these chips out. What does scare me though is I could go freaking 14-0 and lose in the first week of the playoffs because playoffs are only one week.
Yeah.
I low key kind of wish they were 2 because I feel like that really crowns the true champion. But fantasy has some, a little bit of luck in it at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, next year we can make it 4 or whatever.
I like 6, so it is fun.
It's fun knowing you like always got a shot. Like eventually some people probably won't, but like for most of the year until playoffs, you're gonna have a shot at making the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think this week coming up is pretty big week in the year. I think a lot of teams, if Landon somehow loses, goes 1-4. I mean, his team's good, but you got to start winning.
Yeah, it's hard to make up ground because it's fantasy football. Like shit
Right.
just happens. Good teams lose.
Imagine Landon like getting like the 6th seed and I get Landon round 1.
That'd be fucking brutal. Yeah,
That's
Lando is a scary 6 seed.
That's nightmare fuel, dude. Like
That is.
that's just I don't want to think about that.
Yeah, no,
Can you
you'll
put that-
probably be playing Blair in the 6th seed.
Dude, I'm gonna be losing sleep during the playoffs. I'm gonna be I mean
It's a lot of money.
last year ended like probably the lowest of the low you can get. So I've already been down to those lows. So
True. Didn't you like have pretty similar instances in like all your leagues? Like you just had really good teams that just came up short.
yeah, I played in 3 leagues and got second in all of them. It was a hard
Fantasy.
weekend.
Yeah,
That is
that's
fantasy
brutal.
football right
You
there.
probably had similar teams though. Like you probably had a lot of the same guys.
Yeah. I did.
All right.
But,
All right,
fellas.
guys. Well, good episode there. Good luck this
Not
week.
fucking leaving.
We ain't fucking leaving.
Hey, I gotta show
Guys.
something really quick before we hop off.
Go ahead. Not
You know what?
fucking leaving. Not fucking leaving. Ty's here to stay for a long time. Drew's leaving. Drew's leaving after this year. He's selling the team.
I'm done. I'm not fucking leaving. That's great.
All right, boys. We'll see you later.
It's fun, fellas.
Yep.
Till next time.
See ya.